What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over some players that you can buy right now that I think are pretty affordable for everybody and will instantly help you win more games and upgrade your squad. Now, before we go over those players, I want everybody to listen very closely. This is very important. The Sugar Rush promo is upcoming this week, more than likely on Thursday. Should be one of the bigger promos of the year. I think we're still going to stay at 97 overall champions and 98 overall LTDs, but it's certainly going to cause some type of market crash. So every card that we go over in this video is more than likely going to be less expensive in a week from now. So while I think these players are still at a good price and worth buying right now, it might not be a bad idea to wait another week or so and target these players next week when they're a lot cheaper. But let's go through all of them. We're going to start at the quarterback position, and for the 19th week in a row, the best value quarterback in the game right now is Doug Williams from the Super Bowl promo. Sorry to be repetitive here, but it just is what it is. This is still a very good card. 92 speed, 96 throw power, 90 mid throw, 90 short throw, 92 deep throw. Those don't really matter though. He still gets the ball where it needs to go. He's actually up a little bit from last weekend. I think he was about 170K. He's now at about 191K. Not a huge difference, but he's still worth the coin at 191. I got good news to report. I started trying out traditional 4-release quarterbacks, and that's what Doug Williams is, without Gunslinger, and it actually didn't really make a difference, which means you can save some AP if you're using this card. What I would recommend here is for this Doug Williams card, Hot Route Master for 1 AP if you need it. If you don't, you can skip that ability, and then Set Feet Lead is a must for 4 AP. So you really only have to spend 5 AP on this card out of the 9 that you're allowed on offense. And by the way, over the next couple days, probably tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday, I will be dropping a video on my AP setup for my entire team and updated videos on the best abilities to use on offense and defense, so be on the lookout for those. Now, if you happen to have a Super Bowl Pass lighted up token, you can use it on Doug Williams and you will get Gunslinger for 0 AP. Not a bad usage in that situation because it's not going to cost you any ability points. Otherwise, I think you're safe to leave Gunslinger off this card, and being that quarterback is the most important position on your entire MUT team, most of the cards that we talk about in this video and in this video series are going to be under 400,000 coins. Quarterback Bo Jackson, definitely the best quarterback in the game, going for about 450K. I think he's worth it to spend this much on this card, and just like Doug Williams, he has that traditional 4 release, so now with his ability set up, you can go Hot Route Master for 1 AP, assuming you need it, and then also Set Feet Lead for 2 AP. You can get him for a total of 3 AP with those abilities. He also gets the Truz X Factor for 0 AP, which is basically allow you to scramble with him and not worry about fumbling. After 9 plays into the game, it turns on and stays on for the remainder of the game. And again, it's 0 AP. It only takes up 1 of your 3 X Factor slots. Definitely a game-changing X Factor if you like to scramble with your quarterback, and if you don't, you might find yourself doing that more frequently now with this X Factor. Speaking of X Factors, let's talk about running backs. Your best budget option is going to be AKA Emmitt Smith, and that's because he's going to get the Angry Runs X Factor. Now, it does cost you 1 ability point. It's going to start on and stay on for, I think, 6 to 8 plays. It goes away for a little while, and then it comes back. The Angry Runs X Factor definitely is the best X Factor / ability to be using, but there's only a few running backs that get it. Emmitt Smith is, I think, one of 3 players that's going to get it, and he's definitely the cheapest at 300,000 coins. You can also throw Energizer on him for 0 AP, and much like we talked about at the quarterback position, the best running back in the game by a mile has to be this Combine Bo Jackson. So though I like recommending cards under 400K in this video, this one right here is worth the 450K that he goes for. Same thing, he's going to get the Angry Runs X Factor. The difference between him and Emmitt Smith is that it starts off, it turns on after 9 plays into the game, and then stays on for the remainder of the game. It's pretty much game breaking at this point. You pretty much should have this card on your team. If you're not, you're kind of missing out. He also is going to get Evasive for 0 AP, so a little bit of a better ability setup compared to the Emmitt Smith, but you do have to spend an extra 150,000 coins to get him. For wide receivers, it's going to come down to the same 2 budget options as last weekend. They're both from the Genki Force promo. DK Metcalf is the first one, 260,000 coins, 96 speed, 92 catching. Route running is as follows: short 96, mid 92, and deep route running at 97. He doesn't need any ability, so you can save AP on this card. He's a great slot receiver. He gets a lot of yards after the catch, whether it's from breaking tackles. He has a good clean juke move after the catch as well, and he's obviously fast at 96 speed. He's 6'3", so you can play him on the outside as well, but he really excelled for me as a slot receiver. And Devontae Adams from the same promo I think is slightly better, but they're the same price. Both $260K. I mean, you can get both of these guys for right around $500K. Definitely try to work the auction house on the weekends. That's when prices are at their lowest. You might be able to snipe some of these cards. This one's just a little bit more well-rounded. He also can play in the slot or the outside. 6'1" with 95 speed. The route running across the board is very even. 95, 96, 95 for short, medium, deep. And then he also has good catch in traffic, and spec catch. He also doesn't really need any abilities, but if you want to use one, the best option is going to be short out elite for 1 AP. Otherwise, he's going to be good without any abilities on him. And then at tight end, we got Redux Travis Kelce. This is an LTD from the playoff promo. Very good card at the time. Just was never worth the coin. Well, he's now down to about 244K, which I definitely think is worth it. 6'5" with 95 speed. The route running's great. The catching's great. His only negative is the run blocking. But if you pass the ball a ton, you don't really need to worry about that. If you're not using Hot Route Master, he's going to get tight end apprentice for 0 AP. So definitely equip that if so. Otherwise, he doesn't really need any abilities to excel, and currently he's going for about 244,000 coins. Let's talk about defense. Without a doubt, the best way to get pass rush in the game right now is linebackers and defensive ends who get the X Factor Unstoppable Force, and they get it either lit up for a portion of the game or the remainder of the game or the entire game. But all of those cards are fairly expensive. The second best pass rush ability in the game, to me, is going to be Double or Nothing. So if you can get that for 1 AP, it's worth it. And I got two less expensive options because the Unstoppable Force guys are fairly expensive. If you can afford just about anybody, you're going to want to take a look at George Karlaftis, Brian Arakpo, Reggie White from the AKA promo. If you can't afford any of those guys, Nick Bosa here with the 93 speed, 97 block shed, 95 power move, and 95 finesse move is very good. One other thing that you should really take into consideration is going to be strength, and I kind of learned that the hard way with the Brian Burns card that came out a couple days ago. If they don't have 90 plus strength as a pass rusher, I'm not even going to bother with them. He has at 92, and he does get that Double or Nothing ability for 1 AP. And if you want to get one other defensive end on the opposite end, it's going to be Honors 96 overall Will Anderson, who has great attributes with the 95 speed, 90 strength, 94 block shed, 91 power move, and 96 finesse move, and he also will get Double or Nothing for 1 AP. The reason I highlighted these two players again is because they're the best players in the game right now that are at affordable price. Will Anderson is about 350K, by the way, that get Double or Nothing for 1 AP if you can't afford any of the Unstoppable Force X Factors that I named a moment ago. Brian Arakpo, George Karlaftis, Reggie White, just to name a few. If you don't have Super Bowl Warren Sapp on your team, you're missing out. You should pause this video immediately, click the thumbs up on it, and then go buy this card. It's only 225K, 90 speed at defensive tackle, 303 pounds. He gives you 98 block shed, 95 strength, 95 power move, 94 finesse move. That alone is good enough. But he's also going to get inside stuff for 1 AP, which I highly recommend. Secure tackler for 0 AP, which is going to help you against those light up guys like Emmitt Smith, Bo Jackson, Marshawn Lynch that we talked about earlier with the Angry Runs X Factor. Secure tackler is 0 AP, and then he also, if you have the Super Bowl pass token, and you definitely want to use this on Warren Sapp over Doug Williams, assuming you only have one of them and you didn't buy any pack offers that included it, that is going to cost you another AP. So it is 2 AP for inside stuff and Unstoppable Force, secure tackler at 0, but for 225K, he's the best defensive tackle in the game, and he's a game changer. If you play a lot of zone coverage, the best affordable cornerback out there is still going to be Super Bowl Herb Adderley, 6'1", 96 speed, 95 man, 95 zone, and 94 press. And if you're still even rocking a hybrid theme team, getting to 25 Super Bowl players is fairly easy. You're going to get +1 speed, so you can get him up to 97. He's really good as an outside corner if you want to, deep zone KO, which is deep out and deep in together. It's going to cost you 2 AP. Plus, you can get pick artists for 0 AP. that's going to be the best combination as an outside defender. If you want to play him in the slot, he's going to be good there as well, because he'll still get the pick artist for 0 AP, and then you get your choice of either flat zone KO or mid zone KO for 1 AP. Mid zone is probably better all around, but flat zone is going to be a little bit better for a slot defender, and also being that he has that really good speed, you can blitz him off the edge, and he's going to get to the quarterback pretty frequently. If you run a lot of man coverage, we talked about this card last weekend. I'm going to bring him up again, and he's probably going to be in this video for the foreseeable future. DRC from the Combine promo, 6'2" with 97 speed. The Combine strategy item can get him up to 98 pretty easily there. 97 man coverage, 95 zone, 88 press stinks, but he gets one step ahead as an X Factor, and you don't need any tokens. It just takes up one of the 3 X Factor slots on defense. After 9 plays, it turns on and stays on for the remainder of the game. So what I like to run on him, being that I run so much man coverage, is one step ahead, deep route KO, and pick artist. All 3 of those abilities cost me a total of only 1 AP. Sorry, we're being repetitive again, but Jair Brown from the Super Bowl promo is just that good. So if you need a strong safety, this is your guy. He goes for about 207,000 coins. Only 5'11", but he plays way above his height, and it's mostly due to his abilities and the X factors if you want to apply any of those. I don't personally, but he gives you 96 speed, 97 pretty easily obtainable with that Super Bowl theme team, 97 acceleration, 96 man, 92 zone, and 97 hit power. He's just an interception machine. I think I have, between my no money spent account and my main account when I used him, well over 50 interceptions with him. He gets deep zone KO, which is deep in and deep out for together, for a total of 1 AP, because he met his in-game Super Bowl requirements, and then pick artist is going to be 0 AP on this card. So those 2 abilities for a total of 1 AP is really good. And at free safety, we're finally not recommending Ronnie Lott. We got upgraded Ronnie Lott and Combine Justin Simmons. This card right now is down to about 360K. Today is the best day to go out and buy him. The reason he's dropping in price is because we just got an Ultimate Legend Ed Reed that's a really good card and might be the best free safety in the game due to the fact that he gets deep zone KO and mid zone KO for a total of 1 AP. But Justin Simmons is very, very good. On my main team and my no money spent, he's my starting free safety. You can play him as a user, but I play him up high for coverage with the 97 speed. I'm pretty sure I have it up to 98 because of the Combine strategy item, and whenever the Eagles decide to sign him, we'll get him up to 98 speed pretty easily. He also gives you 92 man coverage, 97 zone, 95 hit power. He's 6'2", 366K as I said earlier, and he, like Jair Brown, is going to get deep zone KO for 1 AP, pick artist for 0 AP, so you're only spending a total of 1 ability point on that ability setup, which is definitely the best route to go for any safety that's playing high and in coverage. And there you have it. Those are the best cards to be picking up right now, or to be targeting for next week when we see the Sugar Rush market crash. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.